When a child is born, the less that he wants is to live in the world of anarchy and similar to it unstable systems, where power resides in deceitful individuals. These systems usually characterized by the lack of governing ethics and principles, misuse of power, biased oppressive rule, discrimination, inequality, suppression of traditional and social institutions, leaders eager to stay in power by hook or by crook that lead to conflicts and crisis. So, anarchy does not guarantee a human safeness and does not contribute to the maturity of heart and mind. This is definitely not a mission of child's embodiment on earth. So, every child needs a parental care. However, such systems as chiefdom and gerontocracy do not unleash the child's potential as well. Older does not mean better. At the same time, because our little one lives in the community and is not alone in the family, he assumes that his parents will equally love him and, let's say, his brother. Both siblings will expect the same level of parental sympathy and require the elimination of any distinctions between them despite their different forms of bodies, color of eyes, height, weight, temper. If parents understand it, then it is a communism, Marxism and so on. In case if parents do not follow this rule of equality, then hello fascism. However, such systems with presumed superiority of one group over another automatically comprise the existence of an external threat. After a while, when both brothers grow up and start to work, an older brother will require the distribution of output according to his contribution because he is more productive than his younger one. Socialism. Keep in mind that there is no private property under this system. That is why brothers cannot open their own business. Moreover, socialism does not imply individual, economic and political freedom, characterized by inefficiency and red-tapeism, where workers treated like machines. After certain level, brothers realize that some projects, issues such as mass transit, medical care, education, minimum wage require combined efforts of different families and should be democratically planned, because the final result will affect every individual in a society. In addition, now brothers can sell their own goods and services to consumers, so, the system is called a democratic socialism. Then our brothers leave parents' house and choose diametrically opposed directions. One more creative little brother does not want to work in a fabric and shares the ideas about liberty and equality. He enjoys low taxes and appreciates that state values him as an individual and does not enforce him to reach economic progress, classical liberalism. Another more enthusiastic older brother with analytical abilities, on the contrary, sees that he can manage large projects better and more effectively than a hulking government. He gathers a group of associates and establishes a political party, Republicans, which advocates less government interference and insists on free market with more individual freedom, conservatism. Moreover, he supports lower taxes and holds such idea as peace through strength via a strong military, sees America as good and Western culture as superior to others, conservatism, Republicans. After some time, the so ambitious brother successfully implements his idea, capitalism. However, as it's seen in the long run, in capitalism and similar to its systems, the main decisions are made by a mediocre people in power, ignoring social responsibilities that lead to a biased rule, class conflict, discrimination, inequality, racism, corruption, greed, selfish motives, inefficiency, tendency towards authoritarianism, political gridlock and difficulty to change the system internally, because leaders eager to stay in power by hook or by crook. Let us get back to our story with brothers. A liberal fellow is amused by the success of his purposeful brother, but also gets concerned about detrimental effect of unrestrained ambitions of his brother. A liberalist observes with bitterness that his older brother has become a heartless demon, who does not know what to do in his life and gets happiness only by seeking a profit via any possible angle, even if others, employees, environment, consumers get hurt in the process. As a result, a younger brother believes that business is evil and proclaims that wealth is bad because it promotes class warfare. He also starts to support a progressive taxation with high taxes for the rich, in an attempt to equalize incomes through redistribution of earnings, dislikes showing and exercising strength. He convinced that peace can be achieved through cooperation and understanding of others' opinions, and sees America as flawed, no better than other countries. and all cultures are equal. In the end, he does not want to deal into all these issues and theorizes that society needs a strong government that will promote a social justice, modern or social liberalism, Democrats. After a while, despite all the talks with a younger brother, an older one still holds a skeptical viewpoint about a supreme goal of embodiment on the planet and continues life as a robotic money-making catalyst. We should understand him because the change of worldview is one of the most challenging tasks for a person, especially for an adult, who has dedicated all his life to money-making and considers himself successful. However, an older brother notices that his capitalist system slows down its progress, and if he does not do anything with it, then pretty soon the whole system will collapse. With this purpose he promotes one of his friends, Bernie Sanders, who conjectures that capitalist system is not so bad and it just requires more regulation. Labor protection and antitrust laws, progressive taxation, redistributive policies, government-funded health care, subsidized higher education, that helps to transform capitalism to the common good market, social democracy. To save the capitalist system, an older brother also encourages the brainwashing of people's minds via monarchy, libertarianism and similar to it movements that chant self-evident human rights. You are free, no one, even government, can order to you what you should do in your life. What do these people omit is you are free to choose your next capitalist slaveholder who will show you the right direction in this inhuman world. We, demon parasites, will get everything that you achieve in your life freely, but you are so stupid slaves that do not understand it. And here is another gift from us, a new party with liberal and democratic slogans. Moreover, a capitalist brother also happy that such non-profit free-to-learn institutions as the Prager Institution in cooperation with Tavistock Institute, academically indoctrinate people's minds to maintain the capitalism. Eventually, one of younger brother friends came to the idea what is happening in the world, totalitarian democracy, a capitalist slavery system named democracy. Another friend of liberal brother, Noam Chomsky, is deeply oppressed by the injustice in the world and believes that only after practical dismantling of state and all authoritarian institutions, the workers by themselves can build a fair society, libertarian socialism. It should be mentioned that historically, there were the same movements like Christian anarchism or Gandhism, but all of them, from the author's viewpoint, partly true and partly not. However, before discussing the ideal society system, we will make a short overview and scrutinize the demon-type systems like capitalism. All anarchic animal-type systems are unstable and does not contribute to the accumulation of global knowledge. All zombie systems like communism hamper personal growth that inhibits the development of entire civilization. Unfortunately, currently all developing countries lie within this area. In capitalism, the elite creates too many laws to keep the system and avoid anarchy, and roughly every 40 years organizes financial crisis to kick off people who got up. This so-called invisible hand of free market is nothing else but a demon on top of the pyramid playing God, the Wizard of Oz, who convinces everyone to work hard and market somehow, by itself, sets prices, charge taxes and resolve all the issues. But actually this demon himself hiddenly dictates to the market his own conditions. As George Carlin said, capitalism tries for a delicate balance. It attempts to work things out so that everyone gets just enough stuff to keep them from getting violent, and trying to take other people's stuff. In addition, George Carlin, American comedian, social critic, describes the realities of capitalism as follows. Did you ever stop to think about all the people we kill? They're always people who tell us to live together in harmony and try to love one another. Jesus, Gandhi, Lincoln, John Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, John Lennon. They all said, try to live together peacefully. Bam! Right in the fucking head. Apparently we're not ready for that. Religion is like drugs. It destroys the thinking mind. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're gonna get selfish, ignorant leaders. In sum, What the elite of developed countries need to do, promote and make education available for all people, to move everyone up from stupid to smart level and help to become a human. What they actually do, the demonic elite of developed countries implement a policy of so-called mass indoctrination Common Core, and create a society of highly specialized but narrow-minded slaves, zombies, the army of well-versed people only in one area. This kind of people is easier to control compared with individuals, who have a versatile, more broad knowledge about the world. After successful indoctrination in the army of high-skilled slaves, good executors, due to imposed by the elite above consumerism goes back to the animal level, that is lose their authentic purpose on the earth to mature as a human, and become easily replaceable cogs in the system. I would like to finish this analysis of political, social and economic systems with George Carlin's words. He was too good at describing the real situation, maintained by the demonic elite. When you're born you get a ticket to the freak show. When you're born in America, you get a front row seat. In America, anyone can become president. That's the problem. To be a proud American you have to be uneducated, because any educated person would know there's nothing to be proud of. It's called the American, I would say all developed countries, dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.